It's Mrs. Colliver. I wanted to talk to you about something really important. It's called the 2020 Census. This is a time when America takes attendance. That's right, they take attendance, just like your teacher does in your classroom, to see who's present and who's absent. And then the school knows how many students were present that day. Well, America does the same thing. It's called the census, and it's a time once every 10 years that they take attendance to see how many adults and children and how many people live in your town. The census is not an idea that's new. It's been around for a long time. In fact, there's records that talk about the census even in ancient times. Even Rome did a census of the people who lived in their land, and it's in the Bible. I think it's in chapter Luke if you wanted to look it up. But this is a time when you need to stand up and be counted. If they don't know how many children we have that live in our town, then when we ask for more assistance in our classrooms, or we want to enlarge our library, or fix our roads, or enlarge our hospital, or maybe build a new park and try to get some funding to do that, they're going to look back and see how many people turned in the census. That's what they're going to go by to count how many people live in your town. It doesn't matter if you call up and you say, I really do live here and I'm sorry I didn't fill out my census. They're going to go by the records. You know, it's super easy to fill out. A kid could fill it out, actually. Open it up, and when it asks for the names of people that live in your house, just take your pen and write it in those little squares. It'll ask you who these people are. It could be the person who owns the house. It could be the man who rents the apartment. It could be the lady who has the trailer. It could be anybody. But if they live in your place, please count them. If you only choose to put one person down and you don't put all the babies and the kids down, then those schools in your town are not going to get the help they need. So count everybody. Count everybody. It could be a cousin that lives in your home. Cousin John. It could be Grandma Lucinda. It could be an aunt. It could be... Let's use our imagination. It could be Julio. It could be a friend, a really good friend. They don't have to be part of your family. If they're living in your home or your apartment or your trailer, count them. Even if it's a baby and that baby is only one, or even that baby's only 6 months, or maybe you're keeping a baby or a child for somebody else and they live there with you. Count them, because when they look at the census, you want everybody to be counted so that they will be fair with the funding. They're not going to come to your house and knock on your door and ask you who these people are and where they came from. This is only a time to take attendance. Anybody can live in America. Anybody can live in your house. Just make sure they're counted. I'm counting on you to make sure that you're counted. Once you fill it out, put it in the envelope that they sent. It already has the postage paid for, so you don't even have to have a stamp. I'm challenging you to fill it out so that your town and your school can have the things it needs. And we won't have to cut assistance, and we won't have to say we don't get to have our roads fixed. We want that help. So make sure you fill it out. I know I can count on you. I'm putting mine in the mail today. I would include my dog if they asked, but they didn't. See you next time.